What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Williams for Williams Fitness and Nutrition. And today we're going to talk about relationships with food. There's good relationships, but there's also bad relationships. What are our goals? What are our relationships with the type of foods that we eat? Why are we eating the things that we eat based on how we feel? How can we get around those things to get us to where we want to go and where we want to be, but also how we want to feel? When it comes to your nutrition, nutrition should be fuel for the body and making the body feel good. It's not all about losing weight, gaining weight, building muscle. That's just a side effect of doing the right things. And when you're doing the right things when it comes to having that healthy relationship, then you will be able to get all those side effects. So how can you build that healthy relationship that you don't have? This is what I would do. First, knowing what are your trigger points that make you eat the bad things, or quote unquote the bad things. What signals is your body telling you? Like, why are you going for the whole bag of chips and that soda instead of having a whole baked potato and the water? Like those two different things right there, if you're truly hungry, then you know that a baked potato is 10 times better than a bag of chips. You know that if you're truly thirsty, then you know that water is 10 times better than a Mountain Dew. So that is that relationship with food. You know that you shouldn't be eating this thing, but you still do it anyway. You know that you already had 3 meals today, but for some reason you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're still hungry and you can't fight it. And the only way for you to go back to sleep is for you to eat something. How can you get around that? That all comes down to your relationship with food. So how do you build good habits around food? But that's first knowing what your goals are. We all have goals. We all have health, fitness goals, and where we want to be, whether that's lose weight, gain weight, maintain weight, and just feeling good about ourselves. But the first thing is knowing that food is a fuel to get you to where you want to go. Remember, a calorie, food is energy. So your food should make you feel like you could be able to keep doing more throughout the day, not eat it and feel like you have to go to sleep and go to bed. So how do we fix those problems? That's knowing what foods make you feel that way and knowing what mental state am I in that's making me eat those things. If I'm stressing and I go to ice cream for my pain reliever, to help get that stress away. So if I'm a stress eater, then I know I need to somehow get rid of that stress or minimize that stress, so I'm not going in the freezer, grabbing that whole pint of ice cream and eating the whole thing, and then feeling bad right after. If you're going to have that ice cream, have it. I'm not saying not have it, because if you like it and you think it is going to put you in a better place, then try it. Who knows? You never know till you try. But how can I still eat the things I want to eat and get to where I want to get to? And just because I'm stressing and I'm a stress eater, how can that not affect the results that I want for my body and my mind? That's coming from that relationship with food and knowing what to eat, what not to eat, when to eat these things. So if I'm a stress eater, then I know before I even get the stressing that I know that I have a plan. Having a plan, setting that plan up for the week, setting that plan up the day before. So you know tomorrow's going to be a hard day at work and I'm a stress eater. My boss is going to stress me out. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. Then how can you still eat Chick-fil-A, relieve that stress, so you can get back to work and keep being your best self? So when you go to Chick-fil-A, you want that chicken sandwich, you want those fries, or you want that soda, or you want that sweet tea. So this is what you do. This is literally what I'm about to give y'all the game plan of how to still eat the things that you love, but get around it to still get the results that you want to get. If you're going to Chick-fil-A, you just had a hard day stressing over it. How do I still eat that chicken sandwich and fries and soda that I want? How do I get there? And still be able to feel good, look good, and perform good. How do we go about that? Those steps are, instead of having both pieces of bread with the chicken sandwich and the fries, this is what you do. Instead of having both slices, take one slice away. Have a small fry. Have a diet soda. That's step one. Another way you can get around that: have that chicken sandwich, no bread. Have a large fry or have a small fry. Have your fries, put the fries as your bread on there, and you can still have the sauces. I'm not going to take the sauces away from you. And I guarantee you're going to love that more than the bread. I promise you will. Just trust me on that. Go try that. And then have that diet soda or have that unsweet tea. Add you in some stevia, some Splenda, something like that. That is a way around that. So you do not have to have bread. Stop thinking, oh, Jay, I'm addicted to bread. I always got to have it. I promise you don't. My wife said the same thing. And my wife is my hardest client when it comes down to nutrition because she loves her carbs. And when it comes down to, she's an emotional eater. She's not the same as me. I can be able to get around things and still get the results and still eat the things that I want to because of the way my nutrition is set up. She'd rather eat a carb than a fat. She'd rather eat a carb than a protein. Me, I'd rather have a protein than a fat, a protein than a carb. So how do you get around that? Because I know a lot of y'all have came to me saying, hey, Jay, I love my carbs. I got to have them. I love my pastas. Okay, have your pasta. But when you're cooking your pasta, we're not going out. Let's talk about eating in. Let's have that pasta when you eat in. And so if it's spaghetti, cook your meat sauce, put a lot of meat sauce on your plate first, and then grab you some noodles. Not the whole thing. Never put your noodles on first. Put your meat on first, double up on the meat, then sprinkle you in a few noodles from there. Still add in your Parmesan cheese if you need to, whatever it is that you put on it. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to take that away. Why would I take that away? Then that's going to make you stress out more and not put you in a good position and not have a good relationship with food. Having a good relationship with food means I'm able to still eat the things that I love to eat, maybe in a healthier way, but I feel good about it after I finish eating. I feel good mentally and physically. I'm not bloating. I'm not beating myself up because I had it, but I'm still able to get the results that I want. And you want to look good, feel good, and be your best. This is the way around those things. Find out what makes you stress. Stay away from those things. And if your job is stressing you out that much, then maybe you should be looking for something else because that's not mentally helping you. You're not happy in the position that you're in. I've been there before. I've been in a position at work to where I was not happy having to go and be there. But I had to get out of that situation. I got out of it, and now I'm in a position to where I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good. I'm looking better. The weight on the scale has dropped. I'm feeling stronger. And I'm just in a better position, especially when it comes down to my nutrition. I'm eating the things that I love and still be able to feel and get the results that I want mentally and physically. And the main thing is with those healthy relationships with food, we think about eating healthy to get to a certain weight. Let's stop thinking about that because if you're eating the right things and that relationship is positive with food, then those side effects that comes from looking good, dropping pounds, building muscle, all those things are going to come. You're going to be able to get off the medicines that you're on because you're living a healthy and fit lifestyle because of your nutrition. Literally, nutrition and exercise is medicine. So use this to be able to get you to where you want to be and not, instead of using this food and you're not benefiting from anything. So when you eat food, you're buying it. Somebody's profiting off you buying that food? Why can't you profit off the things that you're buying and putting in your body? That healthy relationship with food should be there. But that is something that you have to work on each and every day. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard because of the easy access to foods that we have. So if you're stressing, you have anxiety, you might have an eating disorder, depression, or just that unhealthy relationship with food, you need to figure out those things. Having that therapist, especially with somebody that has a eating disorder, I'm not going to tell you this is what you need to do. This is what you shouldn't do. Go to a therapist to figure out that, and then whether that therapist sends you to a nutritionist to help get you there, then that's when you can go to a nutritionist to help you figure out what you need to eat and not eat. But if you have something where that with that mental aspect when it comes to food that is not positive and is really negative, maybe you eat so much you want to go throw it all up. Maybe you feel like you're fat when you're skinny. But that relationship with food is so important, and that's where once you lock in on that relationship with food and put yourself in a uncomfortable position and knowing, really digging deep, writing those things down in your journal and how you feel, what made you feel this way, how did you get in this situation, and what did you do to help get yourself out that situation. Once you start writing those things down and you start going back and you're looking at, oh, okay, I used to stress and I ate a whole box of pizza. Now I'm stressing and I only had 2 slices. Now I'm stressing and I'm making my own pizza at home. Now I'm stressing and I'm eating a high protein meal because I know that after I get through eating this, I want to feel better, not feel worse and beat myself up because I ate it, because it messed up my goal. I binge ate on things because of my stress and my eating disorder. So finding out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and how can you get around those things to benefit from it, to profit from it. We all want to be, it's either nutrition can be an asset or it can be a liability in your life. That's how you look at it. A asset is something that you can profit from, something that can help you long term. A liability is something that will hurt you, that you cannot gain anything from in a positive way. So how can you get around those things? What makes those two things different? It's all on you and how and what you feel and what you do when you feel a certain way. So think about those things when you're eating that pizza, you're stressing, you're just not in a good place at the moment, and you know that you want to feel better. Just truly sit down, take a moment, count to 10 before you go make that decision on whether you should grab that piece of chicken or before you grab that bucket of ice cream. Think about it before you make the decision. Give yourself the chance, give yourself the time to be able to make the right decision. Now, let's say, Jay, I thought on it, but I still had that ice cream. Okay, that's fine. At least you thought about it. When before you wouldn't even thought twice. You would have just got up, ate it, felt bad, and then that's it, and beat yourself up. But at least you waited a while before you ate it. You thought about it. Those are those small wins, and you pat yourself on the back for those small wins, because those small wins is going to get you to where, hey, I don't want that. It's not that I can't have that. It's that I don't want that. And when you get yourself to a position where you're saying you going out with friends, you going out to dinner or something, they going out, y'all having drinks and stuff, and somebody asks, hey, Jay, you want to share this pizza with me? You want to order these 2-3 drinks with me? And you say, I can't have this. That is a negative relationship with food. But because you worked on yourself, the next time y'all go out, hey, Jay, you want this pizza and you want to have these 2-3 drinks with me? No, I just don't want it. I just don't want it. It ain't that I can't have it. I just don't want it right now. Or Yeah, let's do it. Let's have one drink and let's have 2 slices of pizza. Let's not have 4, 5, 6. So those are ways in which you can get around those things and have that positive relationship. Food should be your fuel. Food can be your best friend, but food can also be your enemy. But it all depends on your relationship with the food. So I need you to have a journal, write down what makes you feel certain ways. What do you do when you feel that certain way? And how can we work around that so it will be an asset and benefit us in the long run? This is a lifestyle. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember, trusting that process, being in that process, enjoying your journey towards a healthy and more fit you. Enjoy it, because you're so worried on the finish line instead of worrying about what happens between the start and the finish. That's the journey. That's the process and where you're going and where you're going to be. Because as soon as you get to that finish line, you're going to have another goal. You're going to want to be better than that finish line. You're going to want to keep going, keep being a better person, and keep thriving in life. So that finish line is going to keep pushing back. So stop having, oh, I want to drop 30 pounds. Your goal should be, hey, I want to feel good. I want to fit better in my clothes. I want to be able to enjoy a dinner with my husband and my wife and my kids and my friends and not feel bad about what I ate after. I want to be able to feel good after I eat. That's the relationship that you want to be able to have. But you have to work on it. You didn't get to where you are. You didn't get to where you are in one day, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years. You got to, from the day you were born to where you're at now, every single day since then, up to now, put you in the position that you're in. So stop expecting for these quick results, because as soon as these quick results, you get these quick results, you can lose those quick results just as fast. When that weight comes back and those bad feelings comes back, it's going to come back 10 times harder, 10 times as more. So take it slow. Enjoy the process. Enjoy your journey towards a more healthy, more fit, and a positive relationship with food. Enjoy it. Love yourself through it. And know that it's going to take time and that you're not alone. And if you actually need help because you have a eating disorder, then that's where you need to go see a therapist to help figure out what is leading, what is causing the problem. Everything, cause and effect, everything. So find out what works best for you, what doesn't work for you, and keep working towards a better and more fit you. And remember, be your best. I love you. Why not you?